flame.
Did it?
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. You know I am. Nick's behind camera today. We've got no Stu. Stu's at work. Sorry, mate, you're not out enjoying this lovely weather in Dover, in Barham. So this is my new car reveal. We seem to be doing new car reveals all the time, don't we, Nick?
Well, yeah.
Like, we have gained quite a collection. But this car, particularly, is a car that I've been pestering the guy, thank you, Simon, for a long time to purchase. He didn't want to sell it, and then he did, and then we worked out a deal. But it's got very specific items on it and very specific traits, and it being what it is I've wanted one. I was going to build one, as you guys might know. I wanted to build one, but I've managed to buy the one that originally sparked this whole idea, and something that gave me the inspiration to do what I was going to do, but I've ended up going back and buying the one that I wanted. So a lot of hard work and a lot of time and money has been put into this car, not by me. In fact, yeah, someone else in the US has done that for us. So this is the car in question. It's a 1976 Datsun 280Z, one of the original, I would say, Japanese muscle cars. They came with a 6-cylinder engine to start off with, and they were like comparable to a Capri or an E-Type Jag, something around those numbers. But this is actually a 280Z, but it's not, as you can tell, in true Motor Addicts fashion, it is not standard in the slightest. I've got a lot of plans for it. I've got a very clean idea of exactly how I want it to look, and that we're getting the ball moving very, very quickly on that. But I'll give you a quick breakdown as to what's going on with this car. So basically, it's a 280Z, as I said. The engine come out, that's gone in the bin. It's got a LQ4 6-litre LS, forged with an 88mm, I think it's a billet Borg-Warner turbo, some huge, great turbo. We'll show you some footage of that in a second. All of the bells and whistles are on the engine. Holley high-rise intake, all the fuel system's been done. It's got an R200 rear diff, which is stronger than the factory one. 300ZX twin turbo rear drive shafts. The front's been space framed. It's T56 6-speed manual. It's got everything to need for a real fast street car. It makes 880 wheel horsepower, so that's going on for 1,000 horsepower at the crank. If you've ever driven a car with 600 horsepower, you'll know that's a fast car, and we're adding a whole dollop more fun on top of that. So come and check this out. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough, front to back, of what's going on with this car. I don't think there are many LS swapped Datsun S30s or 200, 240s, 260s in the UK. Have a quick run forward to back. Have a look firstly through there. Can you see through there? Over the intake, you've got all the vacuum lines and the fuel pressure regulator. A whole bunch of stuff. When I open the bonnet, it is a different car to what it looks on the outside. On the outside, it's a bit of a battle-scarred kind of roll race car. That's what it was built for. So starting from the front, these aren't standard. They were put on afterwards. I love how they look. I think it shows a bit of like 70s Le Mans kind of trend, E-Type Jag, Ford GT40, that sort of stuff. Fiberglass bumpers. You can see through here. So it's been space framed. There's none of the original chassis in the front. We've got a big intercooler, a huge ass turbo, some wiring. I mean, that's about all I can see from here. The car has 2 radiators, but I'll pick up on that in a second. Obviously, you've got a big hole in the engine, in the lid, because the engine's so big it doesn't actually fit in the engine bay. So that is, I don't know whether I'm going to cover it over or have a scoop here or something. I haven't really decided that yet. Here is the exit for the exhaust. We've done a fist video. If you want to go on our Instagram, follow us picking the car up. And that was the very first drive. I drove it 25 feet just yesterday, and this is going to be the first time I'm going to drive it on the road. But yeah, follow our Instagram because there's a bit of an update on there as well. Moving backwards, still hood, still wings, scuttle panel, everything is metal on the car. Aftermarket wing mirrors. Get into the gearbox, I believe it's got a T56 6-speed manual transmission, twin plate clutch. You're put into the engine bay. Did you want to see the engine bay, Nick? Because that's what's going on in there. Gosh. Would you check that out? Would you just look at it? Twin radiators, obviously, because you need a lot of cooling in a car with an engine that's been crammed in here. It's obviously making a lot of power, but it's making a lot of heat at the same time, which power goes hand in hand in. So, the radiators are there to try and keep things cool. BC coilovers all round. As I said earlier, high-rise intake. You've got fuel rails. It's got 1700cc injectors in it. The turbocharged twin wastegates on the front that point down to the floor. We've got fuel pressure regulator, all the lines. I mean, I have had no hand in building this car whatsoever, but I appreciate the hard work that someone has put into this. Down to the vacuum lines, someone's plumbed in push-fit vacuum lines instead of the old silicone hoses that are just pushed over a bulb. That is a nice little touch. It's got big brakes on it. It's got big front brakes, can't remember what they are, and Nissan Maxima big rear discs on the back, so it can stop as well as it goes. It weighs about 2,800 pounds wet with fuel in it, which is still a really light car. It's about 1,350 kilos or thereabouts. No rot on the inner wings or anything. It's a Texas car. It's only been in the UK about a year, so we're not looking at having any real nasty surprises rust-wise. But the main thing was manual car, LS, makes lots of power, 70s. Japanese muscle car. That's exactly what I wanted, and it's ticked so far all the boxes. Clutch is a bit funny, but we'll get on to that.
It's a bit bitey.
Yeah, it's a bit bitey.
You know what I love? When the bonnet was up then, I could still see the scenery through the hole.
Through the hole in the bonnet.
The gaping hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Still allowed a lot of scenery through.
So it's all tin, like I say. Have a look in the inside. One thing I really like, I'm going to come around that side actually, because I want to show you guys this. So it's got some aftermarket gauges fitted, but one of the touches I really, really like is that whoever built the car, has replaced all the stock gauges with Autometer Phantom gauges, but they're the same size and they fit in the same place. So they're aftermarket, but they don't look too out there. It doesn't look too race car. It doesn't look too thrown together. So that's nice. Half cage in the back, which is obviously for safety if you've got this much power. But the interior.
Oh, I thought there was a Kia about to ruin our day. Or run me over, one to point. But yeah, sorry.
No, so the interior, Corvette Z06 seats, because America, and the rest of it is very standard, right down to the light that comes on to tell you to put your seatbelt on. Have a quick look inside there. There are bits that need doing. So trim-wise, I want to replace some of the trim. We're going to have it wrapped. It's going to a body shop in the next few weeks to be prepared for wrapping, and there's a particular colour that I want it. I'm sure you guys will like it. And it's in keeping with the era of the car. What else? Yeah, some trim stuff needs to be put back. I haven't got to do any real fundamental work to the car. I've just got to make it mine and adapt it and modernise it, and that's all I want to do, and drive it and enjoy it. Tidy it up, make it look sweet. Yeah, stock centre console. It's even got a freaking stereo in it. Not that you'll be able to hear that when you're in the car. Big shifter. It's got a line lock on top of the gear stick.
Are we gonna have fun with that today?
I think we're gonna. Yeah, we'll have a go at that. Oh, the Mini. Who knew? It's pretty much the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, and towards the rear, I mean, there ain't much to say about the interior. Aftermarket gear knob, aftermarket gauges, and aftermarket steering wheel. Apart from that, it's all standard. Around the back, little ducktail spoiler, in keeping with the Japanese theme. Fiberglass bumpers, front and rear. Under the back here, you can see part of the fuel system. We've got filtered fuel and return. You've got inlet and return, alley fuel cell in the boot, and an A1000 pump underneath. And in here, we've got.
You sound like a Terminator charging up then.
Yeah. There's some bits of trim, obviously, that haven't been put back yet. They go over the strut tabs. It's got a rear strut brace, again, coilovers, BC coilovers. But there is a fuel cell. Very, very basic, neat build. It was built as a race car. It was never built as a show car. And actually, that comes off. And actually, I quite like that, because that means it's a blank canvas. I can make it exactly how I want to make it, and I'm really looking forward to that. Nick,
should we get out and drive?
Should we go for a drive?
I'm actually a little bit scared of this one.
Apprehensive.
Because I've never been in anything, certainly power to weight ratio, like this, but even just the power itself.
I've been out in it when the guy, round here we're not going to get to use hardly any of it, but I went out with the guy who owned it prior to me getting it, and it started to spin the tyres in 4th gear at 70 miles an hour.
Tell me that. Oh, that's
It's frighteningly fast.
Well, I'm going to be scared. Prepared to see me scared.
Manual gearbox, lots of power. Let's go for a drive.
Do you know what's great? Owen's like, oh, take me out for a drive in your car. Can't wait, mate. Absolutely can't wait. Presume it's just up and over seatbelt?
No, it's a whole 15-minute operation. I think I'm going to put some other seats in it.
What's happened here?
Something with a harness that can come through the seat.
It's trapped. Help. I'm like, I'm off in a bath. Right.
Bear in mind, this is the first drive I'm going to do in it as well. I'm a little bit apprehensive.
And I've sat on bits of it.
You rang.
Sounds good. Yeah, sound deadening.
Yeah, that's going to be on the list.
That through there, that through there.
Then that one on there.
Oh, look. It's not I just don't know.
It's just dead easy, mate. What's the problem?
Fucking around.
That's
in
it,
the heat.
Just...
Right then, this one.
You're right there.
No, no, really not. Oh, hang on, I've done that the wrong way.
Don't you it.
So those two like that.
Mm-hmm.
That through there.
Yeah.
You're not even looking.
Oh, what?
Okay, through there, yeah?
Yeah. And then you hooky with the cookie. That's it. And then clamp it down. But then
and that's it. That's what you got to do.
You're safe.
And I can't wait to. I'm not going to move one iota, I'm sure.
Then you've got to do your lap first. So even it up. So go your right hand side first. Okay. When we're not going fucking racing, it doesn't have to be like, there you go.
Well, then why is it here?
Just then do a bit of that.
What's happened to this one?
What's the dog doing?
Okay.
Oh, I'm more concerned about how we're going to get out of this space facing down, facing up a hill.
I don't like this.
Are you in now?
Yeah. Even my junk's all over the show.
Looks like a percentage sign.
No, I'm up cautious now. This is jabbing me in the arm already. I'm going to put that down.
I'm going to press the start button.
Oh, in it though. You said, oh God, Lee. Well, I ain't going anywhere, I'm part of this. Okay, just go for a little poodle around the village. A little Saturday morning drive. That sound don't belong in a vehicle that looks like this. Well, that clutch is good, isn't it?
It feels like it's going to take a bit of getting used to.
And this is that's a proper like old school manual.
6 speed.
6 speed. Yeah. Right. The whine from the diff.
No, that's the. I think that's just a bit of everything.
Oh, it's a bit of everything. Is that third? Is that third? Yeah. What a ridiculous machine!
Blimey.
Well,
just a quiet cruise in the countryside.
The thing is, this car would normally be doing that. Like, if you had a stock Datsun, you'd probably do this.
Oh, it'd be lovely.
It'd be lovely. But what's this coming out? This is exactly, look, a Morgan.
He's having fun.
He's having fun.
He's having a great time.
That's the sort of car you'd expect to see him knocking around here.
See him wave, he was like, I used to have one of them.
What is that on the bonnet, Margaret?
Yeah. He's got more engine than his hood can handle.
These guys will love it. Give him a bit of a pull past, they'll love that. They didn't love that. They went right the opposite way. They did.
I thought that was how people showed love. So all the time people have been going, shut the fuck up. It's a cruiser though. We're cruising. We're actually cruising. We're cruising in a 1,000 horsepower car.
Let's get some feedback. So this is a standard kind of B road, and it's actually quite compliant.
I mean, it's not bouncing around all over the place. There's a bit of noise, but there's not much interior.
There's a bit of noise, yeah, and obviously this is echoey, but it's like, it's not crashy. It's taking the hit and then it doesn't unsettle it.
The most crashiness I can feel
is the road surface.
There's a lot of slack in the rear. It feels like something might be a bit of free flow, but it's all heavy duty stuff. This car has to put up with 1,000 horsepower, so everything is built to take that into account.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there you go. It's a bit of clear road there. Go on, let's see what. Give it a little.
I don't know. I'm taking it easy. Like, I am going to take it easy. I don't know
how long.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know. It has got absolutely bags of torque.
There's a bit of hill now.
If I roll into it.
Go on then. Sounds lovely. Sounds so strong. Strong engine.
It's one of the only cars I've ever driven in that I feel a little bit like I'm respecting this.
Yeah.
This needs respect.
It'll kill you.
Yeah. It'll do it.
He'll do it, I'll do it.
Well, that's it. And there you go, like, share and subscribe.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. You say it's an LS motor?
6 litre LS.
6 litre LS, right. Which has like multi-applications across the American market.
This engine probably came out of a Escalade or something like that.
Right.
Some truck, maybe. I don't want to get in a pickle here.
Well, fucking hell, man. Are you serious? That weren't even the beat.
It didn't even come on.
Jesus Christ. It lit them up.
Straight away.
Like, immediate.
Not even... Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was pretty... I was just holding on then. I was just like,
You were
what's
just
going to happen?
Just like... Golly.
Oh, it's very mechanical. Very agricultural.
Jesus.
Wow.
What I like is the fact it's asking as much of you to drive it.
Exactly, that's why I love this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like there are fast cars out there that require far less involvement to go as fast. But I'm having to drive it.
It needs you as much as you need it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a working relationship. Let's remember, it made that 880 horsepower at 15 psi of boost. A bar of boost.
Jesus.
That's not even working.
I'm looking down the right, nothing down the right. Jesus!
Shit!
Mate.
Holy moly!
God Lord. It don't mess around, does it?
Shit!
Jesus.
That's wheel spin, that's wheel spin there. Whew. Wow. Okay. Okay.
She's got some bite.
Oh, mate. Wow.
You slow down here because there's something up front.
I was... Well, I mean, really, because of the tyre slip, we're not getting a full sensation of how powerful it is.
It's not putting it down, yeah.
Jeez.
You hang off here now, you got to
There's a car behind us though.
He won't be there for long.
And you know, that time, that was third, that time I feathered the throttle to try and get a pull out of it without any wheel spin.
My heart is racing.
That was about half power, half throttle.
Just the way it goes, rah!
Yeah.
It just...
Like a snake that's gonna bite.
Yeah. It's sat there, that sound is like the rattlesnake's tail going, and it goes like... Woo!
Textbook.
It's so well built, isn't it?
Oh, it just works, man. They've done a very, very good job. Well, there's nothing behind us.
Okay. Carps. Try and go. I can barely get to you.
That hurt.
Oh man.
Oh jeez.
What a machine.
Wow, like effortless. That was second gear. It's built for that shit, isn't it? It's absolutely built to just
absolutely
pooning. I want to get some tyres on it and see how it really works.
Like if it can put that power down without just blitzing the tyres.
Yeah.
And it's got half decent tyres on the back at the moment. It's got Falcon, whatever they are. Sort of grippy boys.
I've turned rubber into
mulch.
Yeah, in a
left gear, I think.
Do you want to go for it?
Go on then. I'll settle in.
Oh, I'm going to roll into it. I don't want to go mad.
That shot the biggest flame.
Did it?
Yeah. Woo!
I'm still really nervous of it because it wants to blaze the tyres all the time.
It wants to kill you.
Yeah.
It always wants to kill you. You, like you said, you have to treat it with respect because it's a lot of power.
Yeah, you'll be upside down before you know it.
It's almost like Bugatti Veyron power, but it weighs
in 70s technology.
Yeah. Fuck me.
There you have some tyre frying fun from me and Le Datsun. 6 litres with a turbocharger of pure, just manual agricultural fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you like what you saw today, if you could top that, I mean, we're up to craziness level at the moment, and you know, we're open to anything. If you guys have got anything, or if you know anyone that's got anything that's mental, that's been built really well, please get in touch and let us know. That is a 1976 Datsun that's got 1,000 horsepower. I've been Owen, and that's Nick behind the camera. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell when you can. See you next time.
On me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been coulda started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate. We need change now. We need solar, we need EV.